Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tune Quest. Today we're looking at Mrs. Magic by Strawberry Guy. Firstly, I've never heard of Strawberry Guy, and I honestly thank you so much. You know who you are for requesting it. My viewers request me these tunes, and I get to discover new artists, and this particular tune is so good. The harmonic language in this is so good, and also the ambience and the atmosphere is like Mac DeMarco, and I grew up listening to Mac DeMarco late teenage years, and so it's got this nostalgic feeling to it. But these chords are so good, and I'm going to teach you what's going on here, okay? Let me just play you a snippet from the verse. It goes like this. Okay, those are the two main chords from the verse. And this is a chord movement that is my all-time favorite. It's at the top, absolute number top, because it's so good, right? It feels so good. It's so open and spacey, and it's just so nice. So what's actually going on here? This is our home bass, our tonic, this E flat major chord, right? Just feel that in the moment, feel that kind of grounding. That's the tonic. Now let's turn this into a major 7 chord by lowering that root a half step. Okay, so now we've got an E flat major 7 chord, and we've just got this root in the left hand, and in the right hand we're completing the chord like that. That's a G minor triad. Okay, now let's build on this G minor triad, and with the pinky we're going to add this note here, this F. Now what that's going to give us is an E flat major 9. Okay, what that means is that we've got the 7th extension and the 9th extension. The 9th extension is always a whole step up from the root. Okay, root is E flat, go up a whole step, we've got the 9th extension. So what we have is this beautiful chord, E flat major 9. Now that's what we're going to, and the way we get there is by playing this chord. This is a B flat sus chord, okay? That's what I call it. There are a bunch of different chord extensions or things that you can name here, but I don't think it's necessary in this case. Let's not bog ourselves down with music theory. Let's create a shape in the hand to create this sound. The shape that we want to create in the right hand is a major 7 shape, a major 7 chord, and in this case we're creating an A flat major 7th chord, okay? A flat major 7th. Now again, we're creating the 7th chord. I call this the 7th chord spell in keyboard wizardry. That's just my term for it. What that means is that this is a spell you can cast, and the formula is simple. Again, it's as I just showed you before. We have the root on the top, and you just lower that down a half step, and you're gonna find the major 7th extension. Now we are creating this 7th chord a whole step down from the root that we're building from. The root is B flat, okay? We've got that B flat octave in the left hand. Now check it out. From that B flat, we're going down a whole step, and then from that note, that's where we're creating this major 7th shape. So when you play it together, you get this really open chord, this really open sound. It's so, I don't know, so spacey. It creates this atmosphere, and it leads beautifully to this chord, our 1, our tonic, right? It's amazing, right? It's so beautiful. That's why it's my favorite movement. Now, why does it work? Well, because this chord is the 5 chord of E flat major. Okay, so just quickly, E flat major. If this is the 1, we can go up the E flat major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 is B flat. So from that 5, we create this shape, and we go there. And this works anywhere on the keyboard. And this is a really great way to modulate, by the way. So for example, if you're in the key of C major, okay, the 5 of C is G, so you can create a G octave, and then follow that same formula I just showed you, go down a whole step from G, and then create the major 7th shape there. So we can get the same thing in G major. right? Anyway, let's continue with the piece at hand. We've just got this pretty standard pulse rhythm. We're pulsing on every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the right hand, and in the left hand I just like to hold these octaves. You really don't need to do much here. If you do want to add some movement, you could do this root 5, octave 5, root 5 other way around, root 5, octave 5, root 5, octave 5 movement in the left hand, like that. I think this pulse is much better though. So that's essentially how you play the verse. Now there is this little melodic idea in this which goes, and then okay, so over this B flat sus chord, it's do 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 da da, B flat C, E flat, G, and F. Now this is actually a motif, okay? The motif itself is da 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 da, rising up and then resolving down. And the same thing happens here, right? When we're over that E flat major 7 chord, going up to the top and then resolving down. So that's an example of a motif, an idea that repeats. And you could kind of repeat the same idea anywhere, so we can take it to some other notes. See, rising up and then resolving down. I could do it elsewhere. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm literally just overloading this lesson with so much stuff. I'm just excited about the tune, okay? I literally just discovered it half an hour ago when a viewer requested it. So what you can play is that root 5 octave 5 arpeggio and go like that. You could do that up an octave. Second idea, okay, how about the melody that is actually being sung here? It kind of goes up those notes like this. Like that, and holds. Da 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 da. And then this. Da 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 da. Something like that, right? That's what it is. So B flat, D, up, descending down to B flat again. So let me play that slowly. That's it, right? Okay, now let me elaborate on a little bit of a problem that we have with the harmony here. The harmony, this chord is created using two hands, a two-handed shape. So what that means is that when we're playing a melody like that and you're just doing this movement in the left hand, you're not creating that sense of the chord, the harmony, right? So that's actually a little bit of a problem that we have here. So what you can do if you want to create that sense of harmony is that you can play the melody and then you can play the chord, kind of like this. So you would go like da 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 da, and then pulse it there, right? And then we move to the next chord, melody goes da 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 da, and then pulse the chord there. See that? So if I was just to hold that left hand octave, check it out. Okay, now let's go to the chorus. It goes like this. god, it's so good. Yeah, I just love these chords, right? So what happens is we go down to this chord. This is what we call it's a G sharp minor 9. Okay, I was gonna say A flat minor 9. It's the same thing. G sharp minor 9. Essentially, don't worry. Let's not worry about like that theory stuff, because what's more important is actually creating a sound on the keys and knowing how to create a sound, rather than like worrying about, oh, is that, or it's like it gets to a point where it's just unnecessary and annoying sometimes. Like, your whole goal is to be able to, okay, create a shape and play a sound and use that sound for creative purposes or to express yourself, right? That's music, right? So the shape we want to create here is this B flat major 7th shape. Okay, again, you can follow that 7th spell formula I showed you, where you can create a B major chord and lower that root a half step, that root on the top a half step, major 7th chord. Now in the left hand, we've got this G sharp. Okay, now notice we're creating this major 7th shape on the minor 3rd of this G sharp minor chord, right? That's a G sharp minor triad, the minor 3rd, B, and from that B, that's where we're creating that shape. And then that goes to B major 7, which is literally just moving the root to B, right? The right hand stays exactly the same. Amazing, amazing. And then, check this out. Oh, see? Oh my god, look at the right hand. It hardly moves at all. Moves to B, that left hand root octave. And check out that left hand root octave. It's moving down a half step. Right hand. Oh my god. So good. What's happening here? What are we moving to? What's this? So yeah, I mean, that root movement is just going down from B to B flat. And again, we're creating the same kind of sus chord here. It's just a different shape. Okay, what shape is this? This is a C minor 7 chord. Okay? C minor 7. The minor 7th spell. By the way, I cover all of this in my new course, the Keyboard Wizards spell book. I wanted to create a full system, a video course explaining all of these formulas, like one place where you can just go and learn, how do I create 7th chords, how do I create add 9 chords, how do I create sus2 chords, and things like this. And all the formulas are there. So if you want like just a place where you can learn all this stuff, check out Keyboard Wizardry. It's in there if you're interested, and let me know if you want to check that out. Okay, so the formula to create these minor 7th chords is, yeah, just create a C minor chord like that, right? And this time, you take that root up the top and lower it down a whole step. So anyway, that's the shape that we have. And over that B flat, we get that same kind of sus sound that we had at the start. Right, that's what we had at the start. Now notice this. Okay, what if we take out that thumb? What do we have? A C minor triad. So what we're playing now is just that C minor triad with that minor 7th. Okay, so essentially we're starting with this, and then all we're doing to get the next chord is the left hand is moving to B, and then to get the third chord, we're moving these fingers, these kind of other fingers like that. Pinky is staying there, right? Movements like this just have me geeking out, and you can see my excitement in this video, right? And I don't even care if this video is 20 minutes. Like, I just love sharing these things. I just love talking about music. This is you're watching in real time me geeking out about this chord progression. So, by the way, if you like this type of content, definitely let me know. Subscribe, like the video, and help me get this kind of content in the algorithm. Okay, so there is a melody going on here, which is like this. Da, da, da. That's all it is. It just goes up those 3 black notes. Da, 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 da. Again. Da, da, da. And then da, to that one. And then there. Right? That thing. So let me play it slowly. I'll keep the left hand simple. So you might notice that I'm creating a bit of a sense of pulse, and that's from these octaves actually. To create a pulse, all you need is an octave a lot of the time. You can just kind of pulse between them and do like these like 1, 2s, or go like do 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 like that. Do, do. Pinky, thumb, pinky, same here. 1, 2, 1, do, do, like that. So you can create that pulse just with that octave. The octave spell is another spell I cover in the spell book, because this is one of the most overpowered techniques that's so often. I'm telling you right now, okay, this is a big part of how I teach the keys. The basics are everything. I talk about this so much, but it flies over most people's heads because they're trying to like figure out, okay, how do I sound cool? How do I play really well? I'm telling you now, it's the basics. Practice the basics, learn the basics, master them. It took me literally 8 years on my own piano journey to learn that, oh wait, actually, scales and triads are the foundation of everything. So if you want to get good at the piano, practice scales, practice triads, and you'll learn everything you need to know about harmony. Well, not everything, but the foundation is there. And you also develop finger dexterity, hand independence, coordination. Stop trying to look so far. If you genuinely and you want to get good at the piano and the keys, don't look so far. Look at what you're overlooking, you know. Don't overlook the basics, because that is where it is, you know. Like I'm just showing you here, creating a sense of groove with an octave. You know what I'm saying? An octave is, look at that. It's such a universal shape. It's such a useful shape, but so many people would be like, oh, why is that important? So yeah, hopefully that lets you know a little bit about my philosophy on learning the piano. So we're on this chord. Yeah, and then this chord resolves to our tonic, our E flat major 9 chord, to kind of finish out that chorus. And then we go back to the verse. Yeah, I reckon I could explore this for hours, but I'm not gonna make this video hours long. I think I'm gonna put it there. Hopefully, I mean, there's a lot there to learn and look at. Hopefully, you've learned something at least, and you can play this tune. At least you can create a sense of the tune, even if it's just with the chords, the progression, the pulse, maybe the melodic motif I covered. And to you who requested it, if you want some extra help, join Keyboard Wizardry and flick me a message, and I can maybe send you some more stuff if you're interested. But or to anyone watching this, like yeah, there's a DM feature in Keyboard Wizardry, and I just want to help my students get good at the piano. Of course there are paid courses in there, but I just want to help as well. Like I send out videos and things just to help and get you started, get you practicing something, right? Anyway, I'm going to put the tutorial there. Again, please let me know what you think of these kinds of videos. Again, I'm looking at the time, this is 20 minutes, but I feel like I feel like I just want to start being more and more real on my YouTube channel here, and just differentiate myself in that way, just being more genuine, just like talking about what I love and what I think we can learn from these tunes. I've posted so many videos. I'm still searching for my specific angle, and I would love if you do resonate with that, please help me kind of get more traction there, just liking the video, commenting, I don't know, just some kind of engagement. It really helps these videos. It helps me and my channel. So yeah, that's all. Good luck with this one, and hopefully you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye.